I have some buttermilk I need to use, so let's make some buttermilk biscuits. I'm gonna start by preheating my oven to 500 degrees. In my bowl, I'm starting with 4 cups of all-purpose flour. In that same bowl, we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of baking powder. All right, and then I'm also gonna add 2 teaspoons of salt to this as well. I will whisk all that together. I have 2 sticks of unsalted butter, but I'm gonna cut this up in small pieces before we add it to the flour mixture. I'm gonna make these in my cast iron skillet, so I'm gonna put my skillet in the oven and let it be heating up with the oven. If you don't have a cast iron skillet, you can definitely just bake these on a pan. Or you can work this into the flour with your hands or a pastry cutter, like whatever works best for you. It's gonna be chunky, pebbly, that's what you want. All right, once you got that done, we're gonna make like a well in the middle of the flour. And when we add our buttermilk in a second, we're gonna pour it into this well in the middle. Notice I'm using a fork. That's because we're gonna use it to incorporate the flour into the buttermilk, so I went ahead and used it to make the well. My husband washes the dishes in this house, so I know he always appreciates any time I can just use one. All right, we're gonna get a cup and a half of buttermilk, and if we need more, we'll add more. I'm probably gonna end up making something else with buttermilk because there's definitely gonna be more left over. Maybe ranch. Might make some ranch. All right, let's pour this in. And another half cup. I'm gonna leave it out in case we need more. Okay, so then you're gonna take the fork and you're gonna work the flour into it from the outside, into the well. I'm just like working around from the outside, scooping it into the well in the middle until it's more of a dough instead of flour. I'm gonna add like another 4th cup of buttermilk. All right, this dough is gonna be sticky. Taking my ring off, and I'm gonna flour my hands, and then we're gonna knead it. It's very sticky. All right, so that's been kneaded. You really just wanna knead it until it's smooth and not chunky anymore, and it's also a lot less sticky. The oven's preheated. Let's get the pan out. I'm gonna grease my pan with just a little bit of bacon grease, but this is totally optional. You don't have to do that. I just like the flavor. All right, now we're gonna ball this up into biscuits and put it in the pan. I made pretty big biscuits. Make them as small or big as you like. Throw them in the oven and cook them. Usually it takes about 8 minutes, but check them before that because everybody's oven is different. They're done. Right, that brown on top is what we're looking for. They're perfect. We'll have these for breakfast tomorrow. Now I gotta figure out what to do with the rest of the buttermilk.